Hey all, my name's Kyle. I'm a full-time reseller. I'm working out of the Colorado Springs area. Go by True Rarities Resale online. So I was in the middle of making my first video, which is a haul video for the bins trip that I did this morning, and had to take a break to run to the post office. And right after the post office, I was walking by this pawn shop that I frequent sometimes, and I went in and ended up picking up a little mini haul. So I decided to take a break from the Ben's haul video and do a quick recap of this little mini haul for you guys. So first off, my phone was dead, so I sourced this entire haul blind. I don't recommend doing that, um, especially if you're just starting out. When I was first starting out, I would literally price out everything I bought, every single thing. I mean, I'd go to the thrift store and literally scan every DVD in the thrift store, like no joke. And that's really a good way to do it when you're first starting out. And honestly, there's really no reason to source blind if you can help it. But media, books, DVDs, movies, that kind of thing is what I specialize in. So I'm experienced enough that if I have to, I can usually do okay sourcing blind, especially if I know that there's good stuff to be had. And today there's a lot of good stuff. So another point I want to make is that building relationships with places like pawn shops, like thrift stores, that kind of thing is really important. That's a big part of why I was able to pay what I paid for this lot, um, which was really cheap, in my opinion, really good deal. So yeah, let's take a look. So I paid $20 even for everything you'll see here. Let's take a look. So yeah, like I said, paid 20 bucks even for this whole lot. See if I can zoom out enough for you guys to see it. A lot of good stuff. So I'm just gonna give you a quick little overview here. Kind of organized it. Got some miscellaneous DVDs up top. Some VHS, kind of horror type VHS right here. Some kind of, I don't know, action oriented karate type VHS right here. Blues Clues. And then got a couple games, PS2 game, one 360 game, and a bunch of anime. These are sort of related series. They go together and stuff. And then a few miscellaneous anime DVDs. Yep, 20 bucks for everything. Yeah, let's start taking a look at how I did. Okay, so the first thing we'll start with is this Gallagher 4-disc collection, the Sledge-O-Matic collection. And I'm going to try to give you guys a little insight into why I picked this stuff up. Like I said, I have a lot of experience selling DVDs, music, that kind of thing. And basically, so collections are definitely something to check out. You like complete TV shows, multiple disc collections, that sort of thing is always something to look at. Also, just a good rule of thumb in DVDs, especially, is obscure is good. All the jackpots I've had, the really good scores have been stuff that I've never heard of, like random strange shit. That's the stuff to check out because that's the stuff that's harder to get. The stuff that was less mass produced than maybe some of the more popular stuff. Yeah, so this is definitely a weird one. A really cool thing about this one that I didn't see when I got it until I got home is this awesome pop-up feature it's got. Check this out, guys. Oh, how awesome is that? I've never seen something like that on a DVD set. That is freaking cool. But yeah, and it's in great condition. When you're sourcing DVDs, we're really wherever you're sourcing, but especially honestly at pawn shops and that sort of thing, you definitely want to check condition, make sure the discs aren't, scratched beyond belief, and this one is like new, perfect, totally scratch free. Probably has never been played. Um, yeah, really good shape, complete and everything. Um, so yeah, as I go, I'll tell you what I think I'm gonna get out of these, and I'll try to throw comps up on the screen for you also. Bear with me, as like I said, this is my first time doing this, so it's probably gonna take me a little bit to learn how to work the editing software and stuff. But yeah, I'll try to do what I can with the throwing the comps up. Anyway, uh, this was actually a home run. Well, I mean, all things considered, I think a home run. Looking like I'll be able to get between 35 and $40 somewhere around there for this collection. So right there with this one set that uh, pays for everything I spent and brings me $20 into the profit. So that's a lucky score. I mean, yeah, really happy with that one. Okay, next we have this 360 game, Shadows of the Damned. This is also disc only. Now I'd love to say that like I knew that this game was killer and just an expert, and that's why I picked this one. But that'd be a lie. Again, I just grabbed this one because it was a 360 game, and I never heard of it before, and that's fairly uncommon these days. So I grabbed it, and I got lucky on this one because this one, actually was a home run. I'll throw up the comps here on the screen. Um, couldn't find a lot of comps for disc only. In terms of completing the case, you're looking at like 40, 45, $50. The one comp I found for just the disc, I believe it's 28, but I'll throw it up on the screen for you. Um, that being said, I honestly think I can get a little bit more out of it, very possibly. So I'll probably throw it up for even like 35 and then see how I do. But yeah, I think at least 25, $28. So yeah, really nice score there. So next up we got this DVD. It's a documentary, Get Thrashed, the story of thrash metal. So this kind of hits on two counts. I do well on obscure documentaries quite often, and I do well on music DVDs quite often. So like I said, that kind of hits on the two different counts, and not a home run really by any means, but decent. I'll throw the comps up there for you, but looking like $8 to $10, which, considering paid like 50 cents, if that's solid, and it seems like it doesn't show up too often, so I think that it'll sell fairly easily. Someone will want this. Yeah, not bad. So now this basketball one, Hardwood Classic Series, Below the Rim, Little Big Men of the NBA. This one is brand new and sealed, and I do well on sports stuff. It's always good to check stuff that's brand new in the package, of course, because usually you get a price bump for that kind of thing. And so I thought this one might be decent, and it was actually a total flop. But that happens. I'll throw up the comps on the screen, but looking like maybe $2 if I'm lucky, even brand new. So, yep. Oh well. So next we have this one. It's Unlawful Tendencies 2, I believe. That's what it is. And this is one of those weird, like, sort of reality, like almost YouTube compilation video thing, like similar to like Faces of Death and that sort of thing. If you know what that is. Not my personal favorite thing to watch, but that type of thing does tend to do well most of the time. Now, I couldn't actually find any sold comps for this, and I couldn't find any listed either. I did find some listed, no solds, but listed for what I believe is the third one in the series. I'll throw those comps up in a second, from like the 7 to 10 range. I'm probably gonna throw it up for like maybe 10, 12, maybe even $15, and I wouldn't be surprised if I got that, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it just sat forever. So it's kind of a crapshoot, but we'll see. So let's move on to the VHS. Now, I've heard a lot of resellers having differing opinions on, the merits of selling VHS tapes, and I love selling them. A lot of time they're long tail, and they may not be the largest profits in the world, but the ROI on them tends to be really great. They don't take a lot of storage. They're cheap to ship. They're easy to ship, and you can occasionally hit a jackpot on them. So yeah, I mean, for whatever's worth, I am definitely in the pro VHS category. And that being said, the best genre of VHS tape to sell, hands down, far and away, is horror. And what you want is the more obscure horror, the better. Like, literally, if you've heard of it, it probably isn't going to be that great. You want Vampire Hamsters from Space 3, the director's cut. That's that's what you want. So anyway, I got a few horror day. I don't know if anything's gonna be crazy. Probably not, but hopefully something decent. So the first one is this one, Dolly Dearest. It's time to play. And actually, it's Denise Crosby, who I recognize from Star Trek: The Next Generation. She played Tasha Yar. Um, Used to be a huge Trekkie. Well, I mean, I guess I still am. um, yeah. Let's see how this one does. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with this. Like I said, nothing crazy, but super decent. And what I really like about these comps is if you look at this last comp, the one from April 2nd, 2021, 1350, so not bad considering what we paid, and 14 bids at auction. So that's a sign that it's definitely something that people want. Honestly, with these sort of solds, I wouldn't be surprised if I could get a little more, maybe something $20 range. But even if I get 15, I'm happy with that. So, yeah, I think this one was a really good pickup. So next we have Wishmaster, and when I picked this one out, I knew that it was sort of on the line between maybe being too mainstream of a film to do like really good in terms of the horror VHS. Like I said, you want obscure, and I was actually pretty much right. I'll throw the comic on the screen, but this is just going to be like $3 to $5, so nothing great there. Not obscure enough, but I thought it was worth a try. So same thing as last one really here. Predator 2, thought it was on the line, maybe too mainstream Hollywoody, and once again, I should have trusted my instinct on that one. This is just $1 or two, so kind of a miss there as well. So now moving on to the like action karate type ones. These are super hit or miss. You never really know. And it's not really like horror where obscure will just do it. It got to be actually, I guess, good or desirable at the same time. But this one seemed random. Hadn't heard of it, so I tried. And that's a nice thing about these tapes. Is like they're so cheap that you can miss on a couple, and then one good hit can bring you right back on these. So. And this is a pretty nice one. This one looks like it's going for $25 to $30 plus. Yeah, throwing the comps up on the screen for you. Not a bad find at all. So here's another weird obscure fighting one. This is going to be the same actress as last one, Cynthia Rothrock, whoever that is. But I guess she's kind of cult popular because this one's actually pretty decent as well. This one's on the same kind of tip, $30 or so. And seems like it turns up pretty rarely. So you always got a chance of getting a little more on these. I'd always say ask for the higher price, and if you have to, just drop it. You can always ask for less or drop it to less. But yeah, about $30 on this one. Comps up on the screen. Not bad. So here's really the other big category of VHS that does well for me, and that's going to be like certain children's shows. Veggie Tales, Blue's Clues, Winnie the Pooh. There's a few different kids TV shows that do well. Not really the movies generally, more the TV shows. I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that is. I guess my guess would be that maybe some of them aren't available on DVD, or the kids just want to watch them on VHS. I don't know. Who knows? Now you're not going to see the same returns as like the big dollar jackpots with like the obscure horror or anything like that. You're not going to see a $100 tape in the kids ones or anything. But there are quite a few shows like this where you have quite often tapes in the 8, 10, 15, $20 area, and when you're paying a quarter, 10 cents, 5 cents, whatever a tape, that's not a bad return. And this one is yeah, kind of in there. The last comp for this was 13, and it's kind of the high end, but there's quite a few comps at right around 12, $13 for this one, so that's probably what I'll get out of it. Not so bad, huh? Okay, finally we got these Inuyasha season sets. I had kind of high hopes for these just because I had a lot of the show. And still do pretty dang decent considering what I spent. But it would have been great if I had the whole series. That would have been a really nice little kicker. But we got season 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7. So these are ranging in the like averaging right around 15 a season. I'll throw you comps up there. I think that if I sell them all as a bundle, I can definitely get that solid 15 each, maybe even closer to 20 each. So a total of I'm gonna try for 100, but definitely wouldn't be surprised if I end up with like 75, 80. But hey, considering what I spent, that's pretty much a home run. But if I had the whole series, I think I could probably be looking at 150 pretty easily. But not too bad, right? So yeah, looking at it all around and all up, out of that $20, that should be conservatively $300 plus. So if you're not selling DVDs, VHS, games, why not? Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to the Ben's haul coming soon. I'll get that up as soon as I can. Kyle, I'm sure you're already signing off.